Born in Lansing, Michigan, Burt Reynolds grew up in a family that valued creativity and expression. His father, a police chief, and his mother, a homemaker, instilled in him the importance of hard work and determination. As a child, he faced challenges, including a difficult relationship with his father, which shaped his character and drive. Early exposure to the arts came through high school, where he participated in drama and sports, finding joy in performance and storytelling. Attending Florida State University on a football scholarship, Reynolds soon shifted his focus to acting after suffering a knee injury. This change led him to study under the guidance of influential mentors like the renowned acting teacher, Charles Nelson Riley. Riley's encouragement helped Reynolds hone his craft and discover his unique style. The influence of classic film stars, such as Marlon Brando and James Dean, also left a mark on him, inspiring his desire to connect with audiences. As he navigated the early years of his career, these experiences and relationships laid the groundwork for his future success in Hollywood, where he would become a household name known for his charm and charisma. Burt Reynolds was a famous American actor known for his charm and talent. He starred in many popular movies and TV shows, becoming a beloved figure in Hollywood. Reynolds was known for his roles in films like Smokey and the Bandit, Deliverance, and The Longest Yard. His work often showcased his humor and rugged good looks, making him a favorite among fans. As you think about Burt Reynolds, consider this: is there a particular moment from one of his works that has had a lasting impact on you? Which work of his do you hold closest to your heart? We would love to hear your cherished memories or personal experiences related to this classic star in the comments below. Stay tuned, as there are many funny, shocking, and sad facts about Burt Reynolds coming up in this video. As Burt Reynolds grew up in Florida, his love for storytelling began early, influenced by the colorful characters around him. During high school, he played football, but an injury sidelined him, leading him to explore acting. In a pivotal moment, he took part in a school play and discovered the thrill of performing in front of an audience. The applause and laughter ignited a spark within him, making him realize that acting was his true calling. After high school, he attended college on a football scholarship, but soon shifted his focus to drama. He moved to New York City, where he struggled to find work, but took every opportunity to hone his craft. One memorable experience was working in summer stock theater, where he learned the importance of dedication and teamwork. Each role he played added layers to his understanding of characters and storytelling. His breakthrough came with television roles, particularly in the series Gunsmoke, which showcased his charm and talent. This exposure propelled him into film, where he became a leading man, captivating audiences with his charisma and skill. Each step along the way reinforced his passion and commitment to his craft, shaping him into the iconic actor he would become. Burt Reynolds stands out as a legendary figure in American cinema. Known for his charm and rugged good looks, he became a symbol of masculinity in the 1970s and 1980s. Reynolds gained fame through his roles in films such as Smokey and the Bandit and Deliverance. His performances showcased not only his acting skills, but also his ability to connect with audiences. He brought a unique blend of humor and toughness to his characters, making them memorable. Beyond his film career, Reynolds was also a talented director and producer. He worked hard to create opportunities for himself and others in the industry. His influence extended to television, where he starred in shows like Evening Shade, earning acclaim for his work. Reynolds faced personal challenges, including health issues and struggles with fame, yet he remained a beloved figure. His contributions to film and television have left a lasting impact, inspiring many actors and filmmakers. Burt Reynolds is worth celebrating for his talent, charisma, and the joy he brought to audiences worldwide. Facing early challenges, Burt Reynolds struggled with financial difficulties that made his journey in Hollywood tough. He often found himself in debt, trying to make ends meet while pursuing his dream of becoming an actor. This financial strain led him to take on various odd jobs, from waiting tables to working as a stuntman, just to pay the bills. Despite the hardships, he remained determined and focused on his craft. Industry skepticism was another hurdle, as many doubted his talent and potential. Critics often dismissed him as just another pretty face, but Reynolds was resilient. He took acting classes and worked hard to improve his skills, proving his critics wrong. His breakthrough came when he landed roles in popular television shows and films, which showcased his charm and talent. Through creativity and perseverance, he turned setbacks into opportunities, building a successful career that would eventually earn him acclaim and recognition in Hollywood. Burt Reynolds played Lewis in Deliverance, He wanted to film in Florida, his home state, but the governor at the time, Reuben Askew, did not allow it. Instead, Reynolds spoke with then-Governor Jimmy Carter about filming in Georgia, where he owned a cabin. Carter supported the idea. After the film's success, Reynolds and Carter helped create the Georgia Film Commission. This initiative promoted Georgia as a filming location, and Reynolds went on to shoot 5 more films there. He became a key figure in boosting film production in the state. In Gator, Reynolds portrayed Gator McCluskey. Jerry Reed, who sang the theme for Smokey and the Bandit, also performed the title song for Gator. Reynolds starred as Bandit in Smokey and the Bandit, one of several films he made with his girlfriend from the 1970s, Sally Field. In each of these films, Field played Reynolds' love interest. They appeared together in Hooper, Smokey, and the Bandit Ride Again, and The End, showcasing their on-screen chemistry. Starting with his role in Deliverance, Burt Reynolds captured the attention of audiences and critics alike. This film marked a significant turning point in his career, showcasing his ability to handle complex, dramatic roles. Critics praised his performance, noting how it added depth to the film's intense narrative. Following this, Reynolds starred in Smokey and the Bandit, which became a massive hit, and solidified his status as a leading man in Hollywood. His charm and charisma resonated with viewers, making him a household name. As his career progressed, Reynolds received critical acclaim for his work in Boogie Nights. This film presented a more mature side of his acting, earning him an Academy Award nomination. Peers and collaborators, including director Paul Thomas Anderson, spoke highly of his dedication and talent, recognizing how he brought authenticity to his character. Throughout his career, Reynolds navigated various genres, leaving an indelible mark on the film industry. His ability to reinvent himself while maintaining his unique charm made him a beloved figure in cinema history. Burt Reynolds was a member of the Phi Delta Theta fraternity during his college years. He gained fame for his role as Det. Steve Carella in the film Fuzz. In this movie, he starred alongside Charles Tyner, who was also in The Longest Yard, released in 1974. Reynolds portrayed the character Sonny Hooper in the film Hooper. In a notable scene towards the end of Hooper, he is seen working out while wearing a Florida State University shirt. This choice reflects his real-life connection to the university, where he played football. Reynolds was an all-star halfback for Florida State, showcasing his athletic talent before he became a well-known actor. His background in sports often influenced his roles in film, adding authenticity to his performances. Throughout his career, Reynolds became a prominent figure in Hollywood, recognized for his charm and talent. His contributions to film and television left a lasting impact on the industry. Exploring Burt Reynolds' creative process reveals a deep connection between his personal experiences and his artistic choices. He approached his work with a blend of charm and authenticity, often drawing from his own life to infuse characters with a relatable depth. Growing up in a modest environment, he understood struggle and resilience, which often reflected in the roles he chose. His performances were marked by a unique blend of humor and toughness, showcasing a man who was both vulnerable and strong. Reynolds had a knack for storytelling, often using his own life lessons to shape his characters. He embraced spontaneity in his performances, allowing moments of genuine emotion to shine through. This authenticity made him a beloved figure in Hollywood. His worldview, shaped by his experiences in the industry and life, often highlighted themes of loyalty, friendship, and the quest for redemption. These elements resonated with audiences, making his work timeless and impactful. His ability to balance seriousness with a light-hearted touch set him apart, allowing him to connect with viewers on multiple levels. The charm he exuded on screen was a reflection of his personality, making audiences feel as if they were part of his journey. Through his films, Reynolds left a legacy that speaks to the human experience, showcasing the complexities of life with grace and humor. Burt Reynolds began his acting career in the 1950s, initially taking on television roles and small parts in films. His early style was influenced by the dramatic acting of the time, focusing on serious characters. As he gained popularity, particularly in the 1970s, he shifted towards a more charismatic and playful approach. This change aligned with the rise of action comedy films, where his charm and humor became key elements of his performances. Reynolds starred in notable films like Smokey and the Bandit, which showcased his ability to blend action with comedy. As the film industry evolved in the 1980s and 1990s, Reynolds adapted by taking on roles that reflected changing audience tastes. He moved between leading man roles and character parts, displaying versatility. His later work included more dramatic performances, demonstrating depth and maturity. Throughout his career, Reynolds remained aware of industry trends, adjusting his style while maintaining his unique persona. This adaptability helped him stay relevant in a competitive field, allowing him to leave a lasting impact on cinema. Burt Reynolds shaped the film industry with his charismatic presence and unique style. His performances in films like Smokey and The Bandit and Deliverance showcased a blend of rugged masculinity and charm that resonated with audiences. This approach influenced a generation of actors who sought to emulate his blend of humor and toughness. Industry experts often cite his ability to balance action with comedy as a turning point in Hollywood storytelling, paving the way for future action comedy films. Reynolds also challenged traditional leading man roles, often portraying flawed characters with depth. His work inspired actors such as George Clooney and Matthew McConaughey, who admired his ability to connect with audiences while maintaining a sense of authenticity. Reynolds' contributions extended beyond his roles. He was a significant influence in the development of the anti-hero archetype. His impact on the industry is evident in the way modern filmmakers approach character development and storytelling, emphasizing complexity over traditional heroism. This shift has led to richer narratives that resonate with contemporary viewers. Reynolds' legacy remains a testament to the power of charm and versatility in film, influencing not just actors but also directors and writers who seek to create compelling stories that reflect the human experience. In Gator, Burt Reynolds played Gator McCluskey. Richard Kiel mentioned in his autobiography that he was meant to be in this movie. Reynolds ensured a role was written for Kiel as a favor. However, Kiel was unavailable during filming. He then suggested his friend William N. Jesser for the part of Bones. In Deliverance, Reynolds portrayed Lewis. The character of the toothless attempted rapist was played by Herbert Cowboy Coward. Reynolds first met Coward while working at a dude ranch. In Hustle, Reynolds took on the role of Lieutenant Phil Gaines. Eileen Brennan also appeared in another film with Reynolds in 1975, titled At Long Last Love. Reynolds had a significant impact on the film industry through his diverse roles and connections with other actors. His work continues to be remembered for its unique characters and memorable performances. From a young age, Burt Reynolds showed a love for storytelling and performance that shaped his life. Outside of acting, he enjoyed a passion for sports, particularly football, which he played in college. This love for sports often influenced his roles, making him a relatable figure on screen. Reynolds also had a deep appreciation for animals, especially dogs, often sharing his home with several pets. His personal values of loyalty and friendship were evident in his relationships with co-stars and friends, where he was known for his warmth and generosity. Philanthropy was a significant part of Reynolds' life. He supported various causes, including cancer research and children's charities. He was actively involved with organizations that helped underprivileged youth, believing in the importance of giving back to the community. His experiences and values not only shaped his personal life, but also informed the characters he portrayed, often reflecting themes of resilience and compassion. This connection between his values and his work made him a beloved figure in Hollywood and beyond. Burt Reynolds played Gator McCluskey in the film White Lightning. The movie was originally titled McCluskey, which is the last name of his character. In the sequel Gator, released in 1976, the film took the character's first name as its title. While filming Gator, Reynolds noted that Lauren Hutton kept the crew entertained by flashing them between takes. This became a distraction, and he eventually had to ask her to stop. In popular culture, Reynolds' car from Smokey and The Bandit, released in 1977, became iconic. A Canadian electronics store called Future Shop even referred to this car setup as the Burt when they showcased their 2008 HGTV and subwoofer. The connection between Reynolds' characters and his real-life persona left a lasting impression on fans and the entertainment industry. His roles often highlighted a rugged charm that resonated with audiences, making him a memorable figure in film history. Reflecting on Burt Reynolds' legacy, he remains a significant figure in film and television, known for his charm, humor, and iconic roles. His performances in films like Smokey and The Bandit and Deliverance showcased his versatility, blending action and comedy in a way that captivated audiences. Reynolds' influence extended beyond his acting. He was a symbol of masculinity in the 1970s and 1980s, shaping how leading men were portrayed on screen. His work inspired many aspiring actors to pursue their dreams, showing that talent combined with charisma could lead to success. For those entering the industry, Reynolds would likely advise them to stay true to themselves and embrace their uniqueness. He understood the importance of hard work and dedication, often emphasizing that talent alone is not enough. Building relationships and networking are crucial, as the film industry thrives on collaboration. He would encourage young professionals to take risks, try different roles, and learn from every experience, as each project offers valuable lessons. Staying humble and grounded, even in the face of success, is vital for lasting impact. Meanwhile, Burt Reynolds took on the role of J. Grubart in The Man Who Loved Cat Dancing, which marked his first ever screen love story according to the Australian videocassette sleeve notes, and a Barbara Lewis article in the summer 1973 edition of Liberty magazine. Later, Reynolds played the iconic character Bandit in Smokey and the Bandit. Interestingly, when Hal Needham originally wrote the initial screenplay, he had Jerry Reed in mind for the role of Bandit. However, after sharing the script with Reynolds, the actor expressed interest in playing the part, and Reed was subsequently recast as the Snowman. In a different direction, Reynolds portrayed Jack Horner in Boogie Nights, a film that sparked controversy due to his working relationship with director Paul Thomas Anderson. During interviews promoting his memoir, But Enough About Me, Reynolds expressed his reservations about working with Anderson again, citing personality differences and creative disagreements. He recalled a particular instance on the set of Boogie Nights, where Anderson was thrilled about a shot, claiming it was original, but Reynolds pointed out that it had been done before in several other films. Reynolds also revealed that Anderson had offered him a part in Magnolia, which he declined, stating that he had already done his picture with the director, and was not interested in collaborating again. From his early days in television to his rise as a Hollywood icon, Burt Reynolds showcased a passion for storytelling and performance that captivated audiences. His charm and charisma made him a leading man in films like Smokey and The Bandit and Deliverance, where he blended humor with action, creating a unique style that resonated with viewers. Reynolds was not just an actor. He was an innovator who pushed the boundaries of what a leading man could be, often embracing roles that challenged traditional norms. His work in the industry inspired countless actors and filmmakers, leaving a lasting legacy that continues to influence modern cinema. Through his ups and downs, Reynolds exemplified perseverance, demonstrating that creativity can thrive even in adversity. His journey reminds us of the importance of following one's passion and the transformative power of storytelling. The impact of his work endures, encouraging future generations to embrace their creativity and remain steadfast in their pursuits. Burt Reynolds played J. Grubart in The Man Who Loved Cat Dancing. He expressed discomfort about the film, stating, "There's nothing to talk about in cat dancing except that it brings me pain. So I'd rather not talk about it." Despite this, he had a successful career and was often linked to major roles. He was considered for parts in Taxi Driver and Midnight Run, which were eventually played by Robert De Niro. In Gator, Reynolds took on the role of Gator McCluskey. This film marked the first of 3 collaborations with actress Lauren Hutton. They also worked together in Paternity and Malone. Their on-screen chemistry contributed to the success of these films. Reynolds was known for his charm and charisma, which made him a popular leading man in Hollywood. His roles often showcased a rugged yet likable character, appealing to a wide audience. Through his work, Reynolds left a lasting impact on the film industry. In The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, Burt Reynolds played Sheriff Ed Earl Dodd. Dolly Parton wanted to create a hit song for him. She wrote Where Stallions Run as a ballad, but it did not make it into the movie or the soundtrack. Parton later changed the lyrics and released her version called A Cowboy's Ways on her album Burlap and Satin in 1983. When that song did not chart, she revised it again and released it as God Won't Get You in the film Rhinestone in 1984. Burt Reynolds also starred as Gator McCluskey in White Lightning. In this film, he worked again with actor Ned Beatty. They had previously acted together in the movie Deliverance, which came out in 1972. As Lieutenant Dan August in Dan August, Reynolds faced challenges. The show was canceled by ABC after just 1 season due to low ratings. However, after Reynolds gained fame in the early 1970s, including his role in Deliverance and his appearance in a popular 1972 Cosmopolitan centerfold, CBS decided to rerun the series in 1973 and 1975. These reruns were much more successful than the original airing. Burt Reynolds played Sonny Hooper in the film Hooper. This movie is part of a series of films he made with Sally Field, who was his girlfriend in the 1970s. In each of these films, Field portrayed Reynolds' love interest. Their collaborations include Smokey and the Bandit, Hooper, Smokey, and the Bandit 2, and the end. In The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, Reynolds took on the role of Sheriff Ed Earl Dodd. The producers initially considered Mickey Rooney for the role of the governor due to his experience in singing and dancing. However, Reynolds recommended Charles Durning for the part, believing that Durning's talents were not widely known, and that director Colin Higgins would gain recognition for showcasing Durning's abilities. Reynolds also turned down the iconic role of John McClane in Die Hard. This role eventually went to Bruce Willis, who became widely recognized for his performance. Burt Reynolds played Gator McCluskey in the film Gator. During this time, he sought advice from notable directors like Peter Bogdanovich, Robert Aldrich, and Mel Brooks on how to direct a film. Early in his career, he appeared on The Dating Game in 1965, showcasing his charm and personality. In another significant role, Reynolds portrayed Paul Crewe in The Longest Yard. He noted that director Robert Aldrich chose to frame the film in a 1:33:1 aspect ratio. Aldrich made this decision to ensure that his vision would not be altered when the film was adapted for television. He wanted to avoid the common practice of panning and scanning, which often changed the original framing of a movie. Reynolds' career included a mix of acting and directing, and he often worked closely with other filmmakers to refine his craft. His influence in Hollywood remained significant, and his roles continue to resonate with audiences. Burt Reynolds played Jack Horner in the film Boogie Nights. During the first day of shooting, he used an Irish accent for the character. However, by the next day, he returned to his natural voice. In another film, Hooper, Reynolds portrayed Sonny Hooper, a stuntman. The movie featured Terry Bradshaw, a famous quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers, who played a member of the SWAT team in a bar fight scene with Hooper and his friends. 2 years later, Bradshaw appeared as himself in the Burt Reynolds film Smokey and the Bandit 2. After Reynolds passed away, his remains were cremated at the Gold Coast Crematory in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. His ashes were later buried at Hollywood Forever Cemetery in Los Angeles, California. This final resting place is known for honoring many stars of the film industry. Reynolds left a significant mark on Hollywood with his roles and presence in films. Burt Reynolds left a lasting mark on the film industry with his unique charm and undeniable talent. Known for his roles in films like Smokey and the Bandit and Deliverance, he captivated audiences with his rugged good looks and charismatic performances. His ability to blend humor with drama made him a versatile actor, appealing to a wide range of viewers. Many remember him not just for his films, but also for his larger-than-life personality and his work in television, including his iconic role in The Evening Shade. His influence extended beyond acting, as he also directed and produced, showcasing his creativity and vision. Reynolds was a trailblazer, often breaking stereotypes and paving the way for future generations of actors. His legacy is one of resilience and passion for storytelling. We invite you to share your thoughts on Burt Reynolds' work and the impact he had on entertainment. Did his performances resonate with you? What are your favorite moments from his films? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content celebrating the creative spirits shaping entertainment.